ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another talking video, or this is a discussion video talking about my problems with Marvel Legends and Star Wars 6-inch Black Series figures. And I am doing this video not to defend Hasbro. I'm wearing this shirt in jest. I don't have these available anymore. I made this at a time where I was letting my own dark thoughts seep into my brain for way too long and got myself in a much better mental state since I've been exercising in the mornings. So that's been helping me out a lot. So yeah, if you think I'm a shill, well, you might as well think the earth is flat, because it's a bunch of bullshit. I've never been paid to say anything by Hasbro. I've never been forced to sign a contract for what I can say and not say outside of embargoes. I've never been requested by any company to hide my honest opinions. That's basically what it comes down to it. My honest opinions have never been filtered by any company. Now, if it may come off that way, it's because I see these people face to face. I talk to them one-on-one, face to face. So just because you're being rude doesn't mean you're being more honest. It just means that you're being rude. I will say the things that I have a problem with, but I will consciously try to not be rude, or I will try to not be disrespectful, because I know that truth doesn't come in rudeness. You know, truth comes in facts. And I'm here today to talk about facts with you guys. Now, I don't have all the numbers. I don't have all the details. This is from a broad perspective because I am an outsider looking in. But as an outsider looking in, as somebody who's trying to start their own toy line, look for Street Humans Kickstarter launch this fall, it has become apparent to me that everything costs a lot of money to make this shit, all right? I can't imagine how much more difficult it would be to make my Street Humans line and then have to pay somebody a cut of each figure sold due to a licensing deal. These are my own creations. I created these characters. These concepts are mine, all right? I came up with them. I don't have to pay anybody for that. I had paid for sculpted work and for design work and all that, but I don't have to pay a fee like Hasbro has to pay a fee for using Disney Marvel characters or Star Wars characters, all right? Now, you may be thinking to yourself, oh, okay, because they have the fee, they have the right to charge us ridiculous amounts of money. That's not where I'm getting at over here. I'm not defending any of that. What I'm just trying to get you guys to do is look at the reality. See, the easy thing to do is to react with your emotions. You see a figure that costs too much, you immediately, greedy ass Hasbro. Look at how greedy Hasbro. That's the narrative. Greedy Hasbro, greedy Hasbro, greedy Hasbro. It's not just greedy Hasbro. It's greedy Hasbro and Disney. And it's that addition to the phrase is what I'd like to hear more often. That's all. I'm not saying take out the Hasbro part. I'm saying add in the Disney part, because it's not just Hasbro's ability to bring these prices down. It's Disney as well. And I understand Disney needs to get a cut. That would be ridiculous. Like, say another toy company was like, hey, Shartimus, we want to make your Street Humans toys. Do you mind if we just use your characters and make Street Humans toys? I would not be okay with anybody doing that, taking my creation and using it without giving me a slice. You got to give me a slice. These characters are my idea. So, of course, Disney is going to want their slice. Now, they're Disney. I don't think they ask for the same kind of slice as Capcom does, because I'm in the middle of reviewing a Fei Long figure, and I'm like, holy shit, this figure is amazing. How does it cost only $25? It's like, whoa, what the hell? Because Capcom and Disney are not the same. They're not the same huge Capcom's not the huge monstrous entity that Disney is. All right. The other thing here is the thing that's really shining a light on this more than anything to me is the G.I. Joe Classified series. Like, they're just kicking so much ass with that G.I. Joe Classified series, and I cannot believe that Dragonfly costs about the same amount of money as that Engine of Vengeance, and it's like, what the hell? Like, these numbers are not adding up here. It's obvious Disney is taking their cut, all right? So, I just really wish that Hasbro and Disney could say, hey, maybe we could cut our profit margin down just a hair from both of us, and we could put more into the development of our Marvel figures and our Star Wars figures for adult collectors. Because the fact of the matter is that they're cutting corners with both lines. My biggest problem with Star Wars 6-inch Black Series is the joints. Those Indiana Jones figures, those Lucasfilm figures, like, dude, those joints are terrible to me. Especially when you bend the knee and you see that big round bulbous, which should be a knee. It's so weird. I hate that. I have a double jointed Han Solo right here. And while it's pinned, it still looks more natural to me than those joints that they're doing with all of them. You get the rotation at the knee. It's like, okay, I guess you could swivel your knee inward a little bit, but like, come on, man. That consistently cutting corners with their articulation with the 6-inch Black Series. And then Hasbro Marvel Legends, consistently cutting corners with the reuse of body molds. Like, one of my biggest frustrations with Hasbro Marvel Legends is a lack of a comic Spider-Man. Just give me a regular 616 Spider-Man with cobweb patterns sculpted into the figure with paint in those cobweb lines. Like, why is that not a thing? You just had your 60 Years of Spider-Man last year, right? Wasn't that just last year? And they didn't give us one uniquely sculpted Spider. We got articulated toes. I love the articulated toes. We got, this year we got Doc Ock with bendy wire tentacles. That's awesome. But it seems like it's such a struggle to get those kinds of things, where I feel like it shouldn't be such a struggle. And I'm not making this video to try to placate to the Hasbro haters. You're gonna religiously hate a company that you're not even buying the product from. It's like, well then, like, what the hell? You're the vegetarian at the deli complaining about the meat then. That's what you are, all right? You're just showing up to complain. And nobody likes that. You don't like that. Next time you go to the deli and you're ordering your turkey sandwich, or next time you're a vegetarian, going to the vegetarian restaurant and a carnivore walks in and starts complaining about all the vegetarian food. It's like, yo, we're over here. I'm enjoying I love my Marvel Legends collection. I'm enjoying my Marvel Legends, all right? I don't like the pricing. That's the big problem. I don't like how long it takes. But if you're not a collector of this line and you're showing up to bitch about it, you're a spectator. You're not part of this community, all right? You're not a collector. You're not collecting the shit. You are a spectator, right? You're the vegetarian looking into the deli complaining. But if you're a collector, and if you're a Marvel Legends collector or a Star Wars 6-inch Black Series collector, you will agree with me on these issues, that how things could get better. And I'm sure the design team wants all this shit too. That's also the frustrating thing, is that the faces that they put out there, right? They want the same shit that we want. Why would they want anything less? Why would they want anything less? They work for a big company. That's the other thing. $6 billion company. Why don't they just flush the money into it? Yo, you know any rich people? Do you know any rich people? Rich people are frugal as fuck, dude. You know any rich people that just pay for everything for everybody all the time? No. They're frugal as fuck, and I wouldn't want that anyway. I don't like, you know what I mean? I'll pay my share. If I want to treat somebody, I'll treat somebody. I don't want to hang out with rich people just so I can get free shit. That's not how that works. You know, you want to have a good time together. I'll pay my share, you pay your share. All good. I buy this round, you buy the next round. It's fine. You know what I mean? But all the rich people that I've known are frugal. People with money have money for a reason, because they're good with money, all right? So Hasbro has a whole bunch of money. It should be it should just be part of their character, a default setting for any big corporation, that they're going to try to make as much money as they can, or else they wouldn't even exist in the first place. They wouldn't have made it to where they are if they weren't frugal with their money. Okay? So, I understand being frugal, but I think they go a little bit too far with the Marvel and the Star Wars stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying is I wish Hasbro and Disney would agree on just taking a couple points off of their profit margin, just a little bit on each side. And I think that would free up space for them to invest more into making better product. Now, here's the other thing, man, and this is the thing that I've been told by people in the industry, is that we are a growing breed, us adult collectors, but we are still a small group of consumers compared to the big picture. You know, in our bubble, in our little sphere, we're huge. We're the most important consumers out there. Don't you want my money? I'd be a great customer. You want me as a customer? Yeah, they do, but you're not really that important. I'm not that important. We're not that big of a deal. We're not. It's not that big of an industry. It's growing, or it may be dying. I don't really know all those numbers, but the point is that it's not only Hasbro. It's not only Hasbro. Now, you also might be thinking to yourself, well, Capcom, they're able to make their figures for so cheap, you know what I mean? And again, Capcom is not a huge entity like a Disney, all right? It's just not going to work the same way. I hope they're able to figure stuff out so that they could make better product. And I hope you guys could hopefully not just take the easy way with things and these issues, right? Shartimus is just defending Hasbro so he can get free shit. Oh my god. It's not that. That's bullshit. Hasbro's trying to gouge us for every penny because they're lazy and they're cheap bastards. It's not that simple. You're acting with your emotions. You're thinking with your emotions. Usually the easiest answer with complex situations like this, I mean, it's not likely to be the case, I think. It's really Hasbro and Disney taking a little too much, you know? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong by saying Hasbro's taking too much for what they're selling, but I think it's also Disney's fault big time. Especially, God, $25 G.I. Joe is going to be way more profitable for them than a $25 Marvel Legend. It just is. How many people are buying G.I. Joes? I don't know. I don't know. See Lady J sitting on the shelf a lot. So there are peg warmers for all these lines too. Anyway, I was working on my review, lost some accessories, so I made this video instead just to vent and get this out there. Hasbro and Disney. Not just Hasbro. Hasbro and Disney. I'm not saying Hasbro's off the hook. It's not just them. I like you guys. I like you guys, you Disneys and you Hasbros. But it could be way better. And I feel like you could survive asking for a little bit less. I think you could survive. I think you might make it. I think your tax bracket's working in your favor, bro. Okay? Tax bracket's working well for you. I think you'll be all right. All right? Ask a little bit less. You'll be happy. Give the money to the people. Watch your empire grow. See what happens, Disney. See what happens, Hasbro. Give us more. Watch your company grow. It's gonna happen. That's my theory. Hope you guys have a good 4th of July weekend. I'm gonna have a video showcasing my Spider-Man figures and I'm gonna take more pictures and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have a photo gallery video and have an Optimus Prime video coming up soon. Stay tuned for that. Hope you liked this video. I know it's real talk and not as fun, but at the same time, you guys tend to love this shit. You know, people love the political, or not political, but, you know, the more controversial discussion video stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed it. hit that like button. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.